My name is Fabio Violante and I am the CEO of Arduino. Welcome to Putting Arduino to Work, digital intelligence where you need it. Thanks for joining us. Our goal today is to show you how Arduino is evolving to become an ideal partner for companies in the Industry 4.0 revolution by introducing the Pro offering. In the past 3 years, we have been quite busy reshaping Arduino and transforming our company. Based on the different audience that we serve, we made a long-term plan and put a lot of investments into this transformation. We now have 3 dedicated business units at Arduino: Makers, Edu, and Pro. Each of them is serving different audience and providing the best experience possible while respecting the specificity of their respective markets. At the core of our activities, there is the Arduino vision that applies to everything we do, from hardware to software, knowledge and community, and more recently, cloud services. In a simple sentence, we want to enable anyone to innovate by making complex technologies simple to use. Today, the focus is on Pro. In this area, we know for a fact that thousands of businesses of all sizes are already using our technology, initially for prototyping, and in many cases also for production. And we also know that many companies started from our designs and software to develop sophisticated products. A sizable number of startups start their businesses by leveraging our approach. Arduino over time has evolved beyond a set of boards. It's now a comprehensive open source platform composed of multiple elements. Development tools with the IDE that now we are taking to the next level with the 2.0 version and the CLI, the firmware stack and API, and also sophisticated multi-core MCU-based hardware. On top of that, there is a ton of content that we are gradually developing, and we are also putting a number of cloud services in place and mobile apps that today are available for makers, but tomorrow they will be available also for Pro customers. Again, simplicity and robustness are our key values. Also in this area, preparing the launch of the Arduino Pro initiative, we listen a lot to the needs of our professional customers. In this respect, we are aiming to provide a complete journey to customer, from learning through prototyping and production. We're now at the forefront of developing disruptive solutions that enable anyone to innovate, also on the business side. Enabling this transformation implied a lot of changes on our side as well, as you can imagine. The new hardware is manufactured and tested in a specific factory with the highest possible quality standards. Components and design choices are made having in mind the industrial environment and also industrial temperature ranges. We put maniacal attention into every single detail of the products, like built-in security, leveraging crypto technology that are present in every single connected product in the Pro family. The software stack that, as you can imagine, is of paramount importance today, that was already robust by design and tested by million users in the open source community, has been augmented with a true real-time operating system, the Embed OS by ARM, on which we layered the Arduino new cores. So this is very important now, but it will become more and more important in the future, when energy efficiency and computational power will become a paramount important for AI application on the edge. When it comes to AI and vision, I would like to mention 2 important partnerships that we put in place. The first one with Edge Impulse, that is the rising star in the AI for embedded system, and also OpenMV, a leader in machine vision. We work very closely with our core partners that are supporting us in our journey. To name some of them, ARM, Microchip, Nordic Semiconductors, NXP, STM, U-Blocks, and many others that are part of our ecosystem. Our strategy for Pro Solution is based on 2 core pillars. The first one are the core modules and boards that are the brain of more complex systems. An example of this is the Portenta H7, a super technological board featuring the STM747, ARM Cortex-M4 and Cortex-M7. We also are working to develop more vertical products to solve specific problems, like the recently launched Arduino Edge Control for agriculture and outdoor monitoring and control applications. We are not aiming at conquering the world, but we are doing our best to remove the heavy lifting from the shoulder of our customers, system integrators and partners, so that they can focus their energy mainly on developing value-added solutions based on our technology to resolve real-life problems and open new business opportunities. One of the main scenarios that is characterizing our strategy is the ability for customers to retrofit existing equipment and machinery to prepare for the IoT and AI revolution, but also enable new business as a service models. What we will announce today goes in this direction and is one of the first steps of a multi-year plan. Finally, I just wanted to say a quick thank you to all our customers and partners who are about to share their experiences and insights with you. So during the day, please feel free to ask questions because we are here to help. Please join us there afterwards to find out more and get all the help you might need. Thank you and enjoy the sessions.
Hi everybody, my name is Andrea Riquetta and I'm head of the Pro Business Unit. I will be your host today. So thanks for joining us. During the last year, within the Pro Business Unit, we launched a number of products, including Portenta H7, that is the heart of our solution, thanks to the dual-core microcontroller that delivers a huge amount of computational power. Then we launched the Vision Shield that enables vision applications, and it's available in Ethernet and LoRa connectivity. During this event, you will see a great example of applications. We recently added the Portenta breakout board to the product line that enables engineers and developers to create products by exploiting the capabilities of the Portenta H7. By adding 160 pins exposed to the breakout board, it's really easy to add new features and create products. It's now time to start the event. You will see great contribution from our partners, our system integrators, and our customers that will show how it's easy to integrate our solution and create real business. Thank you. Now it's time to see a great demo brought by our friend at EDT, a system integrator that is active into the automotive industry. We will see how the Portenta H7 plus the Vision Shield combination creates a perfect solution for automatic optical inspection.
I am Emanuele Buscaglione, CEO of Sigit Group. Sigit is a group of automotive and appliance sector that produce plastic parts, especially for example, for interior trims or other aesthetical parts. We are roughly 2,000 people with 14 plants around Europe. We invest a lot in automation, but with a particular approach because we need a lot of flexibility in our production. IDT was one of the suppliers that can follow us in this approach because they choose to invest with Arduino with some application in the industrial world. The open source was very useful, especially to link different type of machine that must be have a connection and share data information. Now with IDT and Arduino as well, we have roughly more than 80 different applications all around Europe. With this new approach of the automation, we achieve better performance in terms of productivity because we can control and manage all of our automation. Also in remote, so from the headquarters or from our technical center, we can control and manage or make some change in the setup of our machine.
My name is Paolo Ferragatta. I'm the founder of EDT, and EDT born in 2015. After that, we met people from Arduino. During a meeting, we discussed about the open source that was at that time completely in the hand of the makers, young makers. And we started to dream about the possibility to put Arduino and the open source in the industrial field. We are coming from industrial application, automation for industrial application, and so we started to discuss with some customer about this possibility, study automatic machine to put in the production line, mainly in the automotive business, using as a control of the machine, as let's say the brain of the machine, using Arduino. According with CIGIT, we decided to substitute in the automatic machine that we are producing for the automation line, substitute the PLC that are used normally with Arduino platform and Arduino technology. So this means that we develop the new machine using all the Arduino electronic and the open source software. Of course, we started in 2016 with the first application that was really prototyping, and in 4 years in the automotive we are in this moment installing always more and more machines, not only in CIGIT but also in other customers, always in the automotive field, that the request to use open source is more and more growing.
You've seen how it's easy for creating a UI application, but now we can see from our Sebastian Romero how it's easy also for you to implement a machine vision application. Let's see it.
Hello everyone, my name is Sebastian Romero. I'm interaction designer and creative technologist at Arduino. Today I would like to demonstrate how to do automated optical inspection using the Arduino Portenta Vision Shield. Automated optical inspection is an automated visual inspection of manufactured objects. A camera autonomously scans the objects for defects such as missing components. In my demo, the manufactured object is a printed circuit board. For this demo, I'm using the Arduino Portenta H7 microcontroller board. It features a dual-core Cortex-M7 and M4 processor. For the machine vision part, I'm using the Arduino Portenta Vision Shield with LoRa, which has a LoRa module. It has a high-max low-power camera, has 2 microphones for directional sound detection. It has a JTAG connector and an SD card connector. In this demo, we're doing machine vision, which is an automated imaging-based inspection and analysis for process control, maintenance checks, robot guidance, and so on. 2 techniques that we're using for that are blob detection and frame differencing. Blob detection helps us to detect areas in an image that are interesting because they differ in properties such as brightness. With frame differencing, we can compare 2 images in regards to their pixels and figure out the difference between them. The scenario is that we have 2 Arduino Nano 33 BLE sense boards in a production line, but one of them is not fully populated. One is faulty because it's missing a sensor. What you see here is the OpenMV IDE. You will see that in roughly 100 lines of code, we do a blob detection to figure out if something's wrong with our BLE sense board. So what happens first is that it takes a reference image from the non-broken Arduino board and takes that as a reference, so it compares against that. What happens next is that it calculates the difference between the reference image and what it currently sees. And what it gets is something like this. So if there's something different, it's going to show up as a rather white pixel. If something is the same, it's going to remain black. And this is what happens here. So it takes the difference and it tries to find blobs in that image. Let's try it out. We're gonna simulate the production line moving from one piece to the next and highlight the missing sensor on the PCB. When you start the script, it first takes a reference image. It uses that to compare against. Then the screen turns black because now it's in comparison mode. Since there's no difference between the reference image and what it currently sees, it's all black. Now that you can see the faulty unit on screen, you will see that it calculated the difference, which shows up as white or gray pixels. And it found some blobs, some areas of white pixels in that image, which indicate that there is something missing. So what you see here in the middle is where there should be a sensor mounted. If we now go back to the original, the non-faulty unit, you will see that there should not be any difference. There should not be a mismatch. As you can see now, the screen is almost black because there is almost no difference to the reference image that we took in the first place. And that's the end of the demo. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Case from an industrial company, Comau. Comau is a leading company into the industrial automation field at the global level.
Hi, we have today with us Chiara Napione, data scientist at Comau. Chiara, can you describe Comau?
Comau is a worldwide leader in delivering advanced industrial automation products and systems. Its portfolio includes technology and systems for electric, hybrid, and traditional vehicle manufacturing, industrial robots, collaborative and wearable robotics, autonomous logistics, dedicated machining centers, and interconnected digital services and products able to transmit, elaborate, and analyze machine and process data.
Thanks. What was the objective of your innovative project?
Our objective was to monitor machineries, and we were looking for the possibility to deploy machine learning models on embedded devices. This is really useful for various reasons, like the possibility to extract meaningful information from data that would otherwise be inaccessible due to bandwidth constraints, or avoid the cost of transmission data over a network, the cost of storage and processing in the cloud, or also avoid the risk of lack of connection that results in loss of data. We needed an affordable and reliable hardware for the development of our IoT application because without accurate, precise, and reliable sensors, the data is worthless.
Very good. And can you describe a bit more the platform and the process of using it?
Our IoT application tries to identify components anomalies that can cause faults based on the data coming from the sensors on the board. In a first phase, data acquired from the board are sent to an edge node and then to the platform on the cloud. Here, a machine learning model is trained, and then it is downloaded and embedded in the board, which runs the evaluation phase. The Arduino acquires data from the inertial sensors, and it executes the model thanks to the tiny ML library. Besides, it can transmit information via BLE, Wi-Fi, or GSM. And last, but still very important, we can update the firmware over the air in a secure mode.
Why you choose Arduino? Which product of Arduino you choose?
We are currently using the Nano 33 BLE sensor. This is equipped with various embedded sensors like a 9-axis IMU, the temperature and humidity sensor, the microphone, the gesture recognition, and so on. We chose it because it has a more powerful processor and a reduced dimension. And then we are using the Portenta H7, which is a board with a dual-core processor with the advantage of supporting different programming languages like MicroPython or JavaScript.
Thanks, Chiara. And which benefit for you and for your customers you got from this?
A strong point of Arduino is the availability of a great user community that is very helpful while programming. Then we also selected Arduino because of the possibility of using the tiny ML library. Obviously, it is a plug-and-play solution able to monitor any type of equipment where we can mount this small board. And another benefit for our customers is the solution that, as I have already said, it is built with an affordable and reliable hardware. Besides, they can benefit from the device management and the availability of the update of the firmware over the air.
That's very exciting and interesting. Thank you very much, Chiara.
Thank you.
You have enjoyed this video. Now it's time to see how Mercedes-Benz, into their plant in Spain, used our solution to create autonomous guided vehicles, and you will see how Engapplic, our system integrator, and their customer, MEMS, created and enabled an existing machinery to deliver this complex task into a harsh environment.
Gracias por estar con nosotros y participar en nuestra entrevista. Vamos a empezar desde la necesidad que MEM tenía. Así que, ¿cuál era su necesidad comercial?
Bien, buenos días. Bueno, en MEM nos encontrábamos con un producto bastante obsoleto, de más de 25 años, y un poco las necesidades que necesitábamos cubrir era encontrar una solución a un tiempo de encendido de menos de un segundo, que tuviéramos un bajo consumo y una posible monitorización de las baterías, que fuese fácil de programar, que estuviese preparado para el IoT y la industria 4.0, que nos diera la capacidad de tener diferentes buses de comunicación, como puede llegar a ser el protocolo CAN, que tuviéramos una compatibilidad de 12 voltios y 24 voltios con las baterías que trabajamos, y un sistema modular que sea capaz y ágil a la hora de resolver incidencias en cuanto a averías que podamos llegar a tener. Por último, teníamos que garantizar que el producto que fuéramos a adquirir tuviera una durabilidad de más de 10 años.
Gracias, Fernando. Así que, ¿cuál es el papel que desarrolla el carro guiado en la fábrica?
El carro guiado, su función principal es el transporte de piezas desde un punto de consumo hacia las diferentes estaciones de ensamblaje del vehículo. Esto se consigue gracias a un filo guiado dentro de la propia planta, donde este es lo suficientemente inteligente como para hacer las paradas estratégicas y colaborar en el proceso productivo de la fábrica.
Vale, ¿y cuáles son las acciones y los procesos hechas por el carro guiado?
Los procesos que desarrolla el carro guiado dentro de la planta es coger y recopilar toda la materia prima y trasladarla desde un punto A a un punto B por un filo guiado que tenemos distribuido dentro de la planta industrial. El carro está capacitado para poder actuar con los diferentes envolventes que tenemos en la planta, como pueden ser personas u objetos, que lo que hace es, en caso de detectar algún objeto, pararse, y de lo contrario poder continuar automáticamente hasta el punto de ensamblaje.
Gracias, Fernando. Y ahora, Marco, ¿podés ayudarnos a entender mejor qué realiza la Arduino Portenta H7 adentro del proyecto?
La Arduino Portenta H7 realiza dos tareas principales dentro del robot. La primera, la gestión de tiempo real, la realizamos con el Core M4, donde gestionamos los motores y las entradas y salidas del robot. Luego utilizamos el Core M7 para realizar todo lo que es la monitorización de la batería a través de la red Wi-Fi.
¿Y por qué eligieron la Portenta H7 entre los otros productos de Arduino?
Bueno, nosotros usamos la Portenta H7 gracias a sus conectores de alta densidad, dándonos un dispositivo altamente modular. Hicimos una placa de control que consta de una placa de alimentación, una placa de control de entradas y salidas y nos permite controlar a su vez 3 motores. También hemos desarrollado un sistema que nos permite en un futuro añadir buses de campo como el CAN.
Perfecto. ¿Y me podés decir qué ventajas presenta Arduino respecto a otras alternativas?
Sí, gracias a Arduino hemos conseguido traer las ventajas del mundo embedded a la industria, consiguiendo un dispositivo con un tiempo de arranque mínimo y altamente personalizable. A su vez, nos aporta todas las ventajas que nos trae el PLC, fácil de programar y listo para la industria 4.0.
Una última pregunta. ¿Cuáles son los beneficios que ha obtenido MEM con el proyecto?
MEM, conjuntamente con Engapplic y Arduino, ha conseguido desarrollar un gran producto flexible, cubriendo todas nuestras necesidades y enfocado a un nuevo futuro de la industria 4.0. Hemos conseguido un método ágil, eficaz y robusto.
Perfecto, muchísimas gracias y espero que escuchar pronto desde ustedes.
Para nosotros ha sido un placer colaborar con vosotros y la garantía de éxito seguro.
Muchísimas gracias y esperamos que podamos promocionar el embedded dentro de la industria.
Recently, we launched the Arduino Edge Control, that is a remote monitoring and control solution, optimized for outdoor and harsh environments. Can be positioned anywhere, and it's suitable for precision farming, smart agriculture, and other applications requiring intelligent control in remote locations. The power can be supplied through solar panel or DC input. With the Bluetooth integrated, you can manage locally, but you can expand it through a wide range of connectivity thanks to the MKR family. So you can add 2G, 3G, LoRa, Sigfox, Wi-Fi, NCATM1, narrowband IoT connectivity. In this way, you can collect data from the field and send to the Arduino IoT cloud or other clouds. In this way, you can get real-time data, you can manage, you can control the board from everywhere. The Arduino Edge Control, and now it's time to introduce you Challenge Agriculture, the partner that worked with us in the development of the board. You will see in this interview how Javier Eftimakis created a complete water management system that helped customers to save a huge amount of water. Let's see it together.
Hi Javier, and thank you for being with us. Can you please tell us something about Challenge Agriculture?
Yes, Xavier, founder of Challenge Agriculture, a French company that have been for 35 years observing soils with tensiometry in order to monitor irrigation.
Okay, and why did you choose to partner with us at Arduino Pro?
7 years ago, we decided to make our own board. With my cousin Mike, electrician, we used Arduino, and I found this concept open source really wonderful. I was already practicing open source myself in agronomy, sharing my experience and my observations with the others. And so we decided to partner with Arduino to have this evolution of the R2DX, our board, to this new board Edge Control, to make a new board called Iriduo.
And how did the Iriduo project start?
Iriduo started from our board R2DX. It's an evolution. With the help of Arduino, we redesigned this board. Arduino did it. And the connectivity comes from the MKR Arduino, 4 possibilities. And the code is coming from our code. With the help of Arduino, we modified the code to make Iriduo.
And what were you trying to fulfill with this product?
The evolution we made with Arduino is to get a very powerful board with many inputs, able to read many kinds of sensors like watermark sensors for tensiometry, measure pressure, flow, but also actuate valves, which is really important for smart irrigation. So it's really a powerful, complete professional board for all kind of professionals around water in general.
Okay, thanks, Javier. That's interesting. So please describe now the actions that Irrigation carries out in the field and how it does perform those actions. Meaning, let's start from how do you analyze the soil with Irrigation?
Okay, we connect sensors at different depths with repetitions to have a good image of soils and to be able to transmit data that are showed on a cloud under two different forms, graphics and also 2D imaging. This to help people to make decisions.
I see. And so what are the applications? Why do you do that?
There are many applications observing professionally the soils. The interest is to understand the hydraulic behaving of soils, the water availability, the soil structure functioning. The applications are monitor irrigation. It can be prevent soil degradation. It means the machinery enter a field only when the soil tension allows it, allows the machine, the weight of the machines can support it. It can be prevent house cracking because of clay contraction or road cracking. Also, there are plenty of applications observing soils.
I see. So what Arduino product did you use and why?
Okay, Irrigation is made of the Arduino Edge Control as the carrier board that is doing the job, reading sensors, actuating valves, and so on. Plus, for the connectivity, the MKR, 4 possibilities, GSM, LoRa, Sigfox, or Wi-Fi. And a piece of code that comes from our code with the help of Arduino, new libraries adapted that can power the whole solution.
Thanks, Javier. So what are the benefits that adopters of this solution will achieve with your product?
This solution allows professionals, individuals, in their garden, in their fields, in the cities, to better observe, understand, respect soils, which is the key of better production, more quality, more quantity, better profitability, of course, durability also. So it's the key for the future to better manage soils, monitor water in the soils, monitor irrigation. And the only way to do it properly is to observe soils, understand, respect, and use Irrigation.
Thank you very much, Javier, for your time. It was nice talking to you. I hope we will follow up very soon on another project. In the meantime, I can anticipate we will feature your success story on our Pro website. Is there any place we can find more information on Irrigation as well?
Yes, sure. You can check on irrigation.com to better understand those concepts. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. So see you soon, Javier.
Goodbye.
Time to move to another context, the agriculture field, in which our solutions are well known and used. In this video, you will see how COBO, a leading company in the off-highway market, will show how they leverage our solution and MATLAB and Simulink to develop silos monitoring system. Let's see it.
Today we have with us Giuseppe Talarico, who is the program manager in COBO. COBO is a leader in component for agriculture vehicles, and he will show us and present us his experience with Arduino product. Giuseppe, why you made such a design?
The customer asked us to monitor the materials level stored in a silos, calculate contents volume and weight. Also, he needed to correlate those data to some environmental parameters such as temperature and humidity.
Can you describe to us how the product works, the user tool and the process of using it?
We have chosen a radar solution in order to achieve the best performance in the hostile environment we are working in, dark and dust. After a few tests and speaking with the end customers, we understood the three main needs. It is mandatory to implement a filtering algorithm to elaborate the information we need. We need to deal also with a parametric model to fit the different potential settings, silos and sensor positioning. Also, the information must be available at runtime. Finally, we decided to use the MATLAB and Simulink to model and simulate several types of silos. Then we studied our elaboration algorithm.
Well, why you choose Arduino and which product services from Arduino?
We have used the Arduino Maker One, thinking of future IoT solution, and a Maker Canvas Shield in order to connect this sensor to the COBO hardware, such as display for local interface. We easily managed the Simulink embedded coder, the auto-generation C source code, and importing it into Arduino project as a C and H file. This allows us to keep the complexity of the algorithm into Simulink, using its libraries and also the simulating system. Arduino was still used to manage input, outputs, and also the communication.
Which benefit your end customer was obtained by using this product?
This architecture allows us to test several different situations in MATLAB environment, with no need for a customer's assistance. This allowed us to reduce the minimum resources needs, optimizing the developing process and reducing the risks. The final product is a cost-effective, scalable, and easy to customize and integrate with more sensors.
Thank you very much, Giuseppe.
Thank you.
Here follows an extract of an interview between Massimo Banzi, co-founder of Arduino, and Lee Go, Chief Software Architect at Altium, the company behind Upverter, a modular web-based tool that allows engineers to design PCB, schematics, automated routing, 3D preview, and order boards built to their exact specification. After the talk, we will show you a brief demo showing how you can use the Upverter boards builder to create Arduino air quality sensor.
Hi everyone, today we're here with Lee Gone, a Chief Software Architect at Altium. Yeah, so we wanted to have a chat with Lee because Arduino has had this partnership now for a while with Altium. We use their tools to design our products. There's also a lot of interesting work they're doing with online tools that we want to understand more about. So what better person to ask than the Chief Software Architect?
It's a pleasure. Thank you very much, Massimo, for inviting me here today.
I wanted to ask you a little bit about Upverter because I've seen that you've been making a lot of different interesting moves in the online space. And so maybe if you can give us a little bit of an understanding of what the platform is and what are the different components that you have.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. So, I mean, the thing with Upverter is that we set out really here to, build a tool that enables kind of anyone to design and realize electronics, specifically in a browser, without having to kind of be an electronics expert or having to master kind of any electronic CAD tools. It's really about making sure that people who don't have necessarily that CAD expertise or that electronics background, but they have an idea, they have some kind of like creative thing that they want to go and do, that they can go and do that. Now, this concept of democratizing this kind of process of electronics design, which Arduino has kind of been leading the charge there for many years now. If I talk a little bit just about, how Upverter is and why it's different to, say, your everyday kind of CAD tool. Well, like I say, the first thing is it's been designed so you don't have to have all of this kind of deep electronics knowledge and CAD expertise. It's got this kind of Lego-based drag and drop approach to building or designing printed circuit boards. And as part of the tool, there's also this board builder wizard where essentially the user just specifies what they want. So they might say, okay, well, I know that I need a sensor. I know that I need this actuator. I know that I need maybe a brain that's going to go and do this thing. And I can essentially drag and drop these bits. The tool will wire them all up for me. It will validate connectivity and make sure that I'm actually designing something that's going to work and that can be produced. And I can do all of that inside a browser in literally a few minutes.
How do you see that somebody could exploit the fact that you have this pre-made module with all the computing and everything else and your tools to actually solve a problem, to create a solution? How do you see that happening?
It's this application agnostic brain that essentially can be applied to, an almost infinite number of different applications. And all the heavy lifting and hard work and engineering that's gone into that's been done by Arduino, the end user doesn't have to worry about. So they haven't got to go and kind of reinvent the wheel. What they have got to worry about is their application-specific electronics, right? So I think, the way that Upverter works suits this perfectly because Portenta essentially becomes a module inside the Upverter tool. Portenta provides a set of capability. We could think of that, say, as collections of interfaces and compute and processing capability that sits there. And then within the Upverter tool, we have hundreds and hundreds of other modules which have the ability to connect up to Portenta.
So thank you very much for your time, and we'll put some links to all the tools we discussed about in the video so that people can go and have a look at it.
Great. Thanks very much for your time as well, Massimo. It's been great talking to you today.
Thank you.
Hi, welcome to Upverter Modular. Today, we will create an Arduino air quality sensor using the board builder. You can design and order custom Arduino devices directly from Upverter.com, complete with automated routing, 3D previews, and CAD downloads. Choose to start a design from a template or use the board builder widget for easy configuration. Start by choosing the Arduino Portenta H7 connector component. Next, choose an environmental sensor made by Bosch, a buzzer component, and an LED component. You can also specify the size of your board and add mounting holes. Next, Upverter will suggest compatible power supplies. Once you've added the required power, you can arrange the layout of your PCB. Preview your custom Arduino expansion device with instant 3D preview and full integration with the Altium 365 viewer. You can also download and share your CAD and Autodoc files. Your board is now ready to order. It's really that simple. We can't wait to see what you build with Upverter.
Now talk about the software. We have published some time ago the Arduino CLI, the command line interface, that it's a powerful tool that allows you to automate a lot of tasks. In this video, you will see Giampaolo Mancini, that it's our senior solution engineer, that will give a glimpse on the usage of a powerful application using the CLI.
Hello, my name is Giampaolo Mancini, and I'm the Senior Solution Engineer of the Arduino Pro team. In this video, I will tell you about 2 new Arduino software tools that can simplify the development and the management of professional applications. Clients often ask me what tools they can use to make the Arduino development workflow similar to other popular embedded development platforms. They ask me about an IDE with support for firmware debugging and code autocompletion, and tools for automating the management of complex sketches. My answers are the Arduino IDE 2 and the Arduino CLI command line tool. The Arduino IDE 2 is the next generation Arduino IDE. It supports all the features of the classic IDE and adds several improvements typical of modern development environments, such as enhanced syntax highlighting, code autocompletion, integrated debugger, advanced code editing, and third-party plugins support. The Arduino IDE 2 is now available in beta version, and you can download it from the releases page on the GitHub repository. Most of the core features of the IDE 2 are made possible by the Arduino CLI. The Arduino CLI is both a command line tool and a daemon server. As a command line tool, it allows you to manage an Arduino project's life cycle from a terminal emulator or a shell script, and it also supports command line autocompletion for major shells. As a daemon server, it accepts commands via a gRPC interface that makes it easy to integrate with CDCI pipelines or in third-party development environments. In both cases, the Arduino CLI allows you to automate repetitive tasks such as installing course libraries, selecting among different boards, and managing sketches with advanced features such as conditional compilation, per-device firmware generation, and optimizations for hardware debuggers. The Arduino CLI can be downloaded from the project's release page as a pre-built binary for all the major operating systems, and, if you prefer, it is also available via the Choco and Scoop package managers on Windows and via the Brew package manager on macOS. Thank you so much for your attention. I hope that both the Arduino IDE 2 and the Arduino CLI will make your embedded development workflow even more accessible.
And now, I am very proud to introduce you our latest product, the Portenta machine control. The Portenta machine control is a fully centralized, low-power industrial control unit able to drive equipment and machinery. It can be programmed by using the Arduino framework or other embedded development systems. The Arduino Portenta machine control adds industrial IoT capabilities to standalone industrial machinery. It's powerful and it's reliable. It's enabled collection of real-time data from the factory floor and supports remote control of equipments even from the cloud when desired. So, do you want to enable a new business as a service model for your company? With this board, you can get usage data from the machinery and provide predictive maintenance and other useful insight from your equipment. In addition to that, you can upgrade your existing machine by creating an infrastructure of interconnected equipments. Okay, so you can reduce the time to market to create a new distinctive products. You can improve the customer experience by accessing the data and provide a lot of insights. You can, of course, be free to create the perfect solution tailored for your needs, for your customer. Let's talk about technical specification. The heart of the Portenta machine control is the Portenta H7. The board has a lot of input and output to be used for connecting existing machineries. It has digital readings as encoder and analog for temperature probes, PT100 and PT1000. Analog inputs for 20 milliamps and has a lot of output, either digital or analog, that can be used for drive external equipment. Push-in terminals for fast connectors allows easy and fast implementation in your existing product. The Portenta machine control can be added to a wide range of standalone equipment in different segments and industries, like food, drink, agriculture, packaging, textile, clothes, and other utilities. And anytime you need to add the brain to your equipment. We developed this product starting from your needs. We added a lot of capabilities to provide intelligence on the edge where you need it. We look forward to see how you will integrate the Arduino Portenta machine control into your next project. And now, let's see the product video. It's time to see another example of integration of the Portenta machine control. My colleague Giacomo Vose will interview Rinaldi Superforni to show how they enable their oven to the industrial IoT and using them into their professional oven industry.
Hi everyone, here is Giacomo Vose from Arduino Pro. We are here today with a customer, but first of all a partner, Rinaldi Superforni, that will tell us its experience in choosing Arduino as a technology partner, but especially in adopting the Portenta machine control for its production. Here with me, Matteo Niscosi, to whom I'd like to leave the word. Matteo, would you like to introduce yourself and tell us something more about your company?
Hi Giacomo, thanks for being here. I'm Matteo Niscosi, Head of Research and Development, and I'm in charge of designing and following the development of our new products, both on the mechanical, electrical and programming side. Rinaldi Superforni was founded in 1946 as an industrial electrical oven company, and in all these years our products have grown in order to accommodate a large variety of customers' needs. By request, we can also develop custom-made ovens for very specific needs, also outside the food sector. And I'm proud to say we're one of the first, if not the first company that is using and implementing the PMC. And we've also run tests and provided feedback during its development.
And why did you decide to renew the technology of your ovens?
Throughout all our history, our products have always distinguished themselves among the others because of their trustworthiness even after years of use. But today, beyond that, we feel the necessity of providing our customers with a much more improved user experience by providing them a much more intelligent oven, but also by providing our technical assistance department of accessing the oven without actually having to go to the customer's location, and that is great.
Absolutely.
And that was achieved thanks to the Arduino PMC. Also, thanks to the software infrastructure built by Arduino, we are now able to control and monitor thousands of ovens at the same time all around the globe, and again, that is great.
Absolutely, yeah. So, generally speaking, a machine manufacturer like you doesn't have just one type of machine of product in its portfolio. And would you describe the applications of your ovens and how can the Portenta machine control help in this sense?
Yes, one of the greatest advantages of the PMC is its great versatility. Actually, we're using various versions of the PMC according to which product actually we're implementing the PMC on. But each one of them is implemented in C++ upon the same software infrastructure that was developed by Arduino, and in that sense, the versatility of the PMC is unprecedented, absolutely unprecedented.
This is on the technical side. Coming out a bit from the technical sphere, does the adoption of the Portenta machine control also bring with it a new business model approach? So I mean, how do you see Arduino in your next future, and how can Arduino contribute to the growth of a company like yours?
The introduction of the PMC will revolutionize the way in which we sell our product. Some of our new products will be sold not anymore as simple and static machines, but as a dynamic service. On the product development side, we are finally able to design and produce a product that is entirely made within our company. That gives us full control of our product, enabling us to walk independently and freely towards the future.
This is great. So this is the Rinaldi Superforni vision. Matteo, thank you for your hospitality. It was a pleasure to have shared your experience. I wish you a bright future.
Thank you, it was a pleasure as well.
AI, machine learning are everywhere. Hear from Jon Jonbon, co-founder and CTO at Gimpulse, why Portenta H7 is the best Arduino board to start with Industry 4.0 application.
Hi, my name is Jan Jungwilm and I'm the co-founder and CTO of Impulse. And I'm here to share why the Arduino Portenta is the ideal device for Industry 4.0. Now, a lot of our smart devices are actually pretty dumb. Maybe you have a predictive maintenance device that measures the peak motion of a machine. Now, that gives you very little information. Typically, these sensors send maybe data every minute, and only looking at the peak or average motion gives you very low granularity and very little information to actually act upon and see whether the machine is functioning correctly. Now, the reason that I'm super excited about the Arduino Portenta is that for the first time, it allows you to monitor machines or track assets by using our primary senses. How? Well, using embedded machine learning. So machine learning on the Portenta gives you the ability to hear, feel, and see anything that happens all around the device. Whether that's listening on a steam pipe to hear if there's actually steam flowing at the right rates, whether it's visually inspecting a factory line to see if a screw is actually screwed in, or even comparing the oscillation pattern of a single machine to all the other machines on the same factory floor. And you can not just do that, you can actually do all of that in real time on the full bandwidth of your sensor suite. Really, really exciting. But that also sounds incredibly complicated. Well, that doesn't have to be anymore. Arduino and Impulse have partnered to bring support for the Impulse Studio to the Portenta. Impulse is the primary engineering tool that lets embedded engineers build real solutions using embedded machine learning and then deploy them back to devices. So we'll guide you towards anything from data acquisition, whether that's data from custom sensors that you connect to the Portenta, or using images or audio using the Portenta Vision Shields, to using signal processing and machine learning to really help you make an understanding and make a model of the real world. And finally deploy that back to the device where the model will run as any other part of your firmware without the need of any cloud connectivity. This really brings you and your engineering team and your products all the way from zero to a completely built and deployed machine learning model. And that means that with Impulse and the Arduino Portenta, your devices are about to become a whole lot smarter.
We are now close to the end of the event, but I have another big announcement. I'm very pleased to introduce you our System Integrator Partnership Program. This program is the perfect opportunity for you, system integrator all around the world, to work and start seriously to integrate Arduino solution for your customer. In this interview, Massimo Sacchi will give you an introduction of the program. Check it out.
Hello, my name is Massimo Sacchi. I work as Partnerships Manager and Business Developer at Arduino. Today, I present you the Integrator Partnership Program, a program dedicated to system integrators who already integrate or are willing to adopt Arduino technologies in their projects. The program has been created to officialize and expand the network of system integrators working with Arduino, offering them support and exclusive benefits. Our partners develop professional solutions of industrial automation, Internet of Things, and Industry 4.0, and Arduino collaborates to promote them in different markets and verticals. Arduino integrator partners may focus on one or multiple areas of expertise, like hardware engineering, software development, cloud platforms and analytics for Internet of Things, consultancy services as engineering or project management. The program has 3 different partner levels, each with different requirements and benefits, to make it suitable for every kind of company, from smaller entities up to large enterprises. The program provides the possibility to grow and step to the next levels with time. Our partners benefit in terms of visibility by getting access to a special Arduino logo to use in their marketing documentation and on the website, and being listed on a dedicated section of the Arduino website. Other benefits are related to dedicated commercial conditions for procuring Arduino products and services, a strict collaboration with the Arduino team on customer projects, joint engineering, strategic planning, marketing activities, and plenty of others. There are some requirements to enter the program. Using original Arduino products only, not clones or compatibles are allowed. Another requirement is to have resources skilled on Arduino technologies or keen to develop internal competencies. In this case, we may also provide initial technical support and educational content as well. The enrollment process is quite simple. You can express your interest by email, and the Arduino Pro team will contact you to organize the assessment of your application. Once the application has been approved, the partnership agreement has been signed, and the entry bundle of products has been purchased, the partner is officially on board. The partner has now access to the Arduino Partner Portal, and the collaboration starts. The Integrator Partner Program will be launched officially shortly, but we have already started collecting expressions of interest and we have already started assessing applications. The number of partners per region across the world will be limited, so if you are interested, send us a message as soon as possible by filling the Contact Us form on the Arduino website. Thank you for the attention and build it better together.
So we are at the end of the event, but I'm really proud of what we presented. So I hope that you enjoyed how many projects, how many people, how many companies used our boards, our solution. So now we have some Q&A that we didn't reply during the event. So I'm picking some of the questions that you have wrote on the social networks, and the first one is which IDE is used for Arduino Pro? Arduino Pro, depending on the platform, but talking about the H7, can be programmed in different ways. We do provide the Arduino IDE too. We provide the support for a CLI. The H7 supports MicroPython, so you can use also OpenMV. You can use the cloud, so the online editor. So there's a multiple way to program the boards. Other questions? Any contribution from Arduino Pro to COVID-19 relief? Yes, during the past month, we made ourselves available with a special task force to accelerate and enable companies and all over the world to work with our boards and create different solutions. So you can check online. There's a lot of different projects that leverage our boards into this pandemic period. So we are really thankful for all the people that was involved and involved us into this project. How is the Arduino Pro integrated into the farm industry? Well, as you saw, we launched the Arduino Edge Control, that it's perfect, suitable for the farm industry. Have you seen that Iriduo, the first commercial product made from Challenge Agriculture, is the first one that it's a commercial product leveraging the Arduino Edge Control. So that board is perfectly fit for the farm industry. There's a lot of application there, different kind of supports in terms of different sensors and actuators that you can use. How you can use Arduino in agriculture? We produce grapes and we want to pre-sense disease by image processing. Again, different ways to enable this. You can connect an external camera and interact within the board. So using the external camera, you can check probably the color. So you want to prevent the disease. So you can use color detection to check the disease, or if you want, you can use the Portenta H7 plus the vision shield if you want to detect different shapes of the grapes. Next one, I want to send EMF log data to IMF tester with Bluetooth, 24-hour a day, monitoring the cloud. Yes, absolutely, you can do that. You can easily do that by interfacing the Bluetooth capability of the Portenta H7 plus the Wi-Fi capabilities of the board. So you can download the data, you can send it to the cloud. So there's no problem for doing that, and you can run it 24 hours a day. 365 days per year, 7 by 7. Let me check the last one. I'm really impressed about the Portenta machine control. Yeah, we too. And when we can get one. Nice question and good news. The Portenta machine control is available now. So you can go into the store.arduino.cc and check for the board, and also, of course, the edge control is available, so you can get all the information in arduino.cc/pro and store.arduino.cc. Okay, good. So we are okay. So any other question? Let me check. In the meantime, if don't forget to subscribe to our newsletter, so arduino.cc/pro, to get information, to get news, and different projects examples. So there's a lot of resources that you can receive in your email. So don't forget to subscribe. For any question, as usual, we are open. We want to hear from you. So please get in touch with us by using our contact form on arduino.cc/pro. And okay. So let's check. We can use Arduino for professional project POC to start with. Yes, absolutely. Our platform is perfect for starting with the POCs. The good news is that you can use the same board not only for prototyping for the POCs, but you can also use it for production. So the good way, in this way, you can have the same boards for all the life cycle of your product. So in many cases, you will leverage the libraries, the board itself, and so there's no issues on you with that. So I encourage you to start with this POC and going forward into the production. Of course, I would like to thanks all the speakers, all the partners that joined us during this event. It was very nice, and I'm really proud to have them here. So I think that we are about to close. So thanks again for joining us today. So let's stay in touch. Give us feedback, write to us. We are open. Thanks, everybody.